Third Sunday of the NFL season has arrived, and the question is, will this be another dog day afternoon? As you know, each of the first three Thursday games, the home favorites have rolled to decisive double-digit wins, but Sunday, it has not been a day to be playing the chalks. Week number 1 overall, the Puppies won 11-5. Last Sunday, the dogs and favorites were pretty much split down the middle with a push along the way. Problem is, your marquee games made sportsbooks a fortune last week. The Saints losing outright at Cleveland. Seattle getting hammered and losing outright at San Diego. San Francisco coughing up a 3-touchdown lead, losing outright to Chicago. Those marquee games absolutely buried gamblers like you and me and absolutely made sportsbooks big money. But everything is cyclical when it comes to gambling. And I've told you this many, many times, and you've got to always keep that in your mind and keep that perspective when you're looking at it, because you can't go overboard. That's what books are expecting you to do. They're expecting you to overreact. Now listen, guys, I'm on a 30-17 run with free picks after cashing in with 2 out of 3 yesterday, scoring with Penn State and Mississippi State, the lone loser being BYU. I'm going to break down a couple of games and give you those free selections here in just a moment. Let's get to some discounts for you, though, today. Matt Rivers has been a member of this site since day number 1. It's over 11 years now. He is a charter member of the site. He is not an everyday handicapper. For the past 3 years, he's been an in-and-out handicapper, much like Shawn Michaels. When they see a play that they're playing, that's when they release it here on the site. Normally, a 500,000 star play is his top-rated release. Today, for the first time in the 11 years he's been at the site, he's got a blank check, waive the rating release. And it's kind of on a big game, that little rematch from last February, Broncos and Seahawks side. First blank check, waive the rating game he's ever had. Biggest play, needless to say, in the NFL, well, actually in any sport in his entire career here at the site in the 11 years. And I thought, what a perfect play to make it as a huge discount selection today. Because remember what I keep telling you, I don't believe you have to spend big money to make big money. If you don't believe me after I just gave you 16 discounted winners over the past 4 weeks, a stretch where I won 23 out of 31 days, I don't know what more I can possibly do for you guys out there. But today, save $60. Matt Rivers, biggest play of his career. You save $60 and get it with the coupon code MATT. M-A-T-T. Now, other guys, Trace Adams, yesterday, first ever 2,500 star play of his career in college football. He promised you a 4 TD blowout, and then he delivered with Duke in a 34-point win yesterday. And you happen to get that play at a $60 savings yesterday. Well, today I saw that he has his raised the bar 1,500 star NFC total of the year on the Cowboys Rams over under. Now, normally a 1,000 star play is his top rated release. This is a 1,500 star play, thus the raise the bar terminology. Just to frame this for you, last year, when he was one of 3 handicappers here at the site, they had the Seahawks over the Broncos in that little title game. That was a 1,500 star play on Seattle. This play is a 1,500 star play as well. You can save $85 and get it for just $14. Coupon code is TRACE14, TRACE14. I think we've got a good Sunday night game here on tap this evening. Carolina and Pittsburgh. I see Steve Buden's #1 NFL crew out of Baltimore, #1 the past 5 years. He's relied on them. They have their Sunday night bailout game of the year, the Carolina-Pittsburgh side. It's 59 winner, number 37 out of 59. So I thought, why not make this the half-price play of the day? Now, his #1 college football crew improved to 2-0 on the season. Yesterday, they went with Texas A&M. That was kind of easy, a 33-point or 34-point favorite, winning 58-6 at SMU. Why couldn't they have scored that many points when I had them at home in the rain on that horrible field at Kyle Field, which they were patching divots all through the third quarter when they failed to cover last week against Rice? Oh, and by the way, just insult to injury, they're redoing the entire turf at Kyle Field before Aggie's next home game. Thanks. I needed that last week. Not that I have issues still with that game, but anyway, Steve's #1 crew out of Baltimore. It's the half-price play of the day. Sunday night bailout game of the year, Carolina-Pittsburgh side. You get it for half price. Ready for the coupon code? It's HALF, H-A-L-F. Guys, I lost yesterday. I know, shoot me. I lost yesterday. After winning the 5 previous days, after winning 23 of the previous 30 days, I lost yesterday. But you got to say, when I lose in spectacular fashion. Thursday night, I had my teaser of the year part number 1 with the Falcons by 172 points over Tampa Bay. The number keeps going up every single day. And also Auburn in that teaser. So yesterday, I came out with my teaser of the year part number 2. I had 2 undefeated home favorites that both lost outright, Missouri and Pittsburgh. So today I'm going to have my bounce back blowout of the year. A bounce back not just for me after losing, but a bounce back for this team coming off a loss last week. I think they roll by double digits today. Now, guys, I'm making light of the situation because you know as well as I do that I have truly made you a fortune over the past month. Going for, let's see, 23 out of 31 winning days, including a 16-3 roll with 10 dime releases, just like today's, which is my second highest rated play. And you've gotten 16 discounted winners from me over the past month. And guess what? You're going to get another one today. Yes, save $70. That means you get the pick for just $29. AL29, AL29. That's it. Again, you don't have to spend big money to make big money. So as you're listening to the radio today and you're hearing your favorite sports talk station and you're hearing all these guys screaming and shouting at you that you can get something absolutely free, which doesn't really exist because absolutely free means you can make the phone call absolutely free and then their salesperson will probably charge you $250 to get the play absolutely free. Guys, you don't have to pay a fortune to make money. And that's why there's so many discounts at this site every single day. I'm just a firm believer in it. And I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I've never believed that you had to spend the big money, and I continue to prove it here. So those are among the discounts and the coupons. There'll be all the other stuff over on the homepage. You can check it out as well. Let's get to your complimentary plays. The first game I want to take a look at is going to be the Detroit-Green Bay game. You know, I came this close to giving you the Lions minus 2.5 points here. And sure, the Lions snapped a 5 games straight up and against the spread losing streak when they hammered the Packers last year on Thanksgiving. I had the Lions that particular day. But, you know, Matt Flynn was quarterbacking Green Bay that today. Well, Aaron Rodgers is going to be quarterbacking the Packers today. I think that makes this game a little more difficult. Lions, listen, they opened up with the blowout win at home against the Giants, and then they fell last week in another horrific road performance, losing at Carolina. They missed 2 field goals. They turned the ball over 3 times. That led to 10 Carolina points. The problem I have with the Lions here is that their secondary, which was bad to begin with, is injury-riddled. And if I'm Aaron Rodgers, who last week single-handedly, using that arm of his, rallied his team from that huge deficit at home to come back and win against the Jets, I am throwing the ball nonstop in this one. Now, granted, the Packers have no defense either, okay? Packers pass rush so-so. They can't stop the run, so they have issues as well. But again, I came this close to giving you the Lions. But the more I thought about this game, why not play the over? It's 52.5 points. I mean, do you see a 17-14 game, 21-14 game? I don't even see a 27-24 game. I see both of these teams scoring 30 points. I think it's a shootout. I think it's something like 34-31. How this price is not like 57, 58 is beyond me. So the hell with the side. Just cheer on a lot of scoring in that one. So take that game over the total. Now, for your other complimentary play today, you know, I'm looking at the various lines in these games. And listen, I handicapped every single game here, so let me just give you some insight to some of them and quick thoughts about some of these teams. San Diego, Buffalo. Could it be a trap game? Chargers coming off that huge upset of the Seahawks last week. Now they're traveling to Buffalo, where the Bills are off to a 2-0 start, but the Bills are definitely playing the best team they played so far after opening at Chicago and then taking care of business against Miami at home last week. Bills the favorite. Could it be a trap? I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know. So I stayed away from that game. Dallas, St. Louis, you can have any game involving Tony Romo. Houston, the Giants. Texans off to a 2-0 start. Giants 0-2. Ugh, they're still bad teams. Good money, bad teams, bad decision. You know, I'm looking at the Tennessee-Cincinnati contest. This is one of those games. You know, Cincinnati's either going to win by 3 or 30. You just never know. Cleveland, Browns. Offensive juggernaut. Can they get the job done at home against Baltimore today? I don't know, nor do I care. But I'm coming to a couple of games here, and I thought, what a way to perhaps come with a free teaser today. Because I'm looking at Washington and Philadelphia as that first game. Philadelphia, listen, Nick Foles has not looked good in 2 straight first halves. But the Eagles, by fate and fortune, have managed to win both of those games. I think Washington is the great unknown. I'm one of those guys in the corner that believes that Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback for Washington and for the Redskins offensive system than is RG3. I think the Philadelphia defense still has a lot of problems. I think the Washington defense is better than it was last year. But I'm looking at this game and I see a 6-point number. And I think the first inclination would be to jump on the Eagles. But I can see this being a field goal game. But either way, the Eagles are going to win this contest. So why not put Philadelphia in a 2-team tease, take the Eagles down to pick them? Then you're saying, okay, Al, who are you going to go ahead and team them with? Well, I thought maybe Indianapolis and Jacksonville. But listen, as I pointed out after the Monday night game, the Colts have absolutely no pass rush without Robert Mathis, okay, who's gone with the season-ending knee injury. As bad as Jacksonville is, I'm a little leery with laying the 7 points with Indianapolis. I think they win this game, but do I necessarily want to go ahead and lay 7? Well, absolutely not. So that leads me to consider the Colts in an 0-2 situation, in a must-win situation today, as the part of the teaser. Why not take Indianapolis down to 1 point in this contest? Because listen, if the Colts can't win this game, the season's over. It's simple as that. The season is over if the Colts can't win this game. I don't think Jacksonville is that good, obviously. Jaguars played a great first half against Philadelphia because the Eagles allowed them to. And then you saw the Jaguars' true colors last week. So when I'm looking for a team to tease along with Philadelphia, I'm thinking Indianapolis. Oh, but don't go anywhere, guys, because I've got another alternative for you. I'm looking at the Seattle-Denver game. Do you think Seattle's going to lose at home today? That's the simple question. Do you think the Seahawks are going to lose today? Forget about the fact that the line is 5. It's inconsequential. Do you think the Seahawks are going to lose today at home? I don't think so. So instead of risking the Colts on the road against Jacksonville, why not just take the Seahawks, especially since they're coming off a loss? Now listen, this could be a 3-point game today, but do we give a damn playing them in a teaser? So if I'm looking for the teaser of all teasers, I'm putting Philadelphia along with Seattle today. And let me just tell you something, guys. I love this play today. I love that teaser today, okay? I don't care that I lost a teaser yesterday. I love that teaser today, which tells you how much I like my bounce-back game of the year today. Because that's my best bet. But this one, I will admit, it's going to be a small little play for me today. And I think it should be for you as well. Philadelphia just has to win at home. Seattle just has to win at home. I don't care if you're playing a suicide pool or if you're playing teasers. You look at today's schedule and you tell me which 2 teams, if you could take in virtual pick'em situations, you feel you can take them to the bank. Seattle and Philadelphia. End the story. Take Lions and Packers over. Godspeed. Win some money. And I'll see you again on Monday.